Chinese Type 052C Luyang II-class destroyer Lanzhou sailed within yards of an American destroyer, USS Decatur, forcing it to change course. The unsafe and unprofessional encounter happened in the hotly contested South China Sea. The USS Decatur was performing freedom of navigation operation, and it passed within 12 nautical miles of Gaven and Johnson reefs in the remote Spratly Islands. Viewers may note that 12-mile distance is commonly accepted as constituting the territorial waters of a landmass. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why it's time for the US to stand up to China. Let's get started. China claims nearly all of the South China Sea. This is a major dispute, since Malaysia, Brunei, Taiwan, Indonesia, the Philippines, as well as Vietnam also have a competing claim on certain parts of the South China Sea. China has tried imposing a unilateral decision as per which all ships entering these waters need to identify itself to the Chinese military. United States, Japan, Australia, and India favor freedom of navigation, since it's a very important sea route with $5 trillion in trade. Half the global merchant shipping and half the world's oil shipment pass through it. The sea also allegedly has 11 billion barrels of untapped oil and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. China has claimed a lot of lands artificially. It's added 4 large military airfields in the SCS with extensive facilities for the operation of military aircraft. This includes advanced fighters as well as patrol, electronic warfare, and advanced early warning aircraft. China has also been deploying military assets on the island like YJ-12 anti-ship missile and HQ-9B surface-to-air missile. YJ-12 anti-ship missile can travel to speeds of up to Mach 3.2 and has a range of 380 kilometers. HQ-9B surface-to-air missile can detect threats up to a range of 300 kilometers and has an engagement range of 200 kilometers with its missile, having speeds of Mach 4.2. The US carries out freedom of navigation operations by sending warship and aircraft near disputed territory without intimating the Chinese. The idea is to demonstrate the right to fly and sail through what the US considers to be international waters and airspace. The operations have been carried out during the time of Obama administration, and these have continued by Trump administration. America has been trying to get in more countries to back its operations and contribute with their own operations in coordination with the US. China has always put out statements condemning the exercise and has on some occasions done more, but this time things have been very belligerent. Commander Nate Christensen, US Pacific Fleet spokesman, said, "During the operation, a Chinese Luyang destroyer approached the USS Decatur in an unsafe and unprofessional maneuver in the vicinity of Gaven Reef in the South China Sea." He added, "The Chinese ship then conducted a series of increasingly aggressive maneuvers and warned the Decatur to depart the area. The Chinese destroyer approached within 45 yards of Decatur's bow, after which Decatur maneuvered to prevent a collision." In a statement, the Chinese Ministry of Defense said that its ship had given a warning to leave to the vessel after she entered the area without permission. It added, "The US has repeatedly sent warships into the territorial waters near Chinese reefs and islands in the South China Sea. The behavior gravely threatens China's sovereignty and security, gravely damages relations between China and the US and their militaries, and gravely injures regional peace and stability." USS Decatur, DDG-73, is an Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer in the United States Navy. It has an overall length of 505 feet or 155 meters and displacement of about 9,000 tons. Arleigh Burke-class warships were designed as multi-mission destroyers capable of anti-aircraft warfare, AAW, anti-submarine warfare, ASW, and anti-surface warfare, ASUW. It has a speed of 30+ knots, that's 55 kilometers per hour, and a range of 4,400 nautical miles or 8,100 kilometers. USS Decatur is designed to be a multi-weapons platform and one of the most heavily armed destroyers in the world. It has 90-cell Mark 41 VLS, which can be configured with the combination of the following weapons based on mission. 1. Tomahawk cruise missiles for land attack. It has a long range of up to 1,500 miles, or 2,500 kilometers. 2. SM-2 missiles, primarily for air defense and secondarily for ballistic missile defense. The missile has a speed of Mach 3.5 and a range of 90 nautical miles. 3. SM-3 for ballistic missile defense. The missile has a range of 1,350 miles and a speed of Mach 10.2. It also has 2 Mark 141 harpoon missile launcher for anti-ship roll. 2 Mark 32 triple torpedo tubes are present, launching Mark 46 or Mark 50 torpedoes. 2 MH-60R Seahawk LAMPS 3 helicopters are also present for anti-submarine warfare. Other than that, it's equipped with a long-range naval gun and multiple close-in weapon systems. The Philippines had approached international tribunal for arbitration. It had argued that China is violating international law with its activities in the South China Sea. Many complicated disputes involving maritime boundaries have been resolved with this type of arbitration. On July 12, 2016, judges at Hague Tribunal came to the conclusion that China's claims over the waters had no legal basis. China had contested that the tribunal had no jurisdiction in the matter and rejected the decision. Its outright rejection symbolizes its high-handed behavior and utter disregard for international norms. U.S.-China relation has gone downhill since Donald Trump became president in 2017. The trade war initiated by President Trump, as well as approval of $1.3 billion in arms sales to Taiwan, has enraged Beijing. The latest incident shows the ever-increasing provocations by China. Now things are heating up, and it's time for the U.S. to put its foot down and stand up strongly.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.